Hello and welcome to Innovate Leader Podcast. This is a session where I share some critical leadership values that equips you as a leader in your journey of building highly productive teams. And today's word is diversity. There are many conceptualization of diversity out there. I mean, some on race, some on gender, some on generational age, and so on. And all of them are actually correct, depending on how the different individuals view the aspect of diversity. And diversity has also been combined to this concept of diversity, equity, and inclusion in today's in contemporary discussions around this aspect of diversity. But I like to just define diversity in three critical concept. I like to define diversity to include respect. I like to define diversity to include valuing people, and I like to define diversity to include loving people. Because all the conceptualization around diversity and how they come about, it's all about respect. When you respect people, then you will be able to avoid systemic inequities or the issues around the equities that we have. If you love people, then you'll avoid issues around lack of inclusion and so on. If you value them, then you will accept and include everyone on the table, regardless of their status, the background, the age, and so on. And that's all about diversity. So for me, I will say that diversity is actually about acceptance. Diversity is about inclusion in the same one. And acceptance is actually about avoiding systemic inequities, avoiding issues around toxicity, both as a leader and as an organization. Accepting people based on their strengths and weaknesses. When you come to the aspect of inclusion, we are talking about the acceptance of people from all backgrounds, from all age groups, and from capabilities, emotional status, and so on. And that's all about diversity. So when I talk about diversity in three angles, in terms of respecting people, valuing people, and loving people, that covers the aspect of equity and inclusion that we all talk about in terms of diversity, equity, and inclusion. And why is diversity important, especially from an organization perspective? And from why is it important for you as a leader to practice diversity? And I equate it into two steps. Diversity leads to an aspect of highly engaged team or highly engaged organizations, because there is acceptance, there is love. People then become creative. People then become motivated. People become empowered. And as a result of that, then the team will actually become highly productive. And research says that diversity actually leads to boost productivity by almost 40%. And this is critical. So diversity builds highly engaged teams. Highly engaged teams results into highly productive teams. So how do you then quickly start your journey in terms of building your capabilities in practicing diversity? And the critical component first is crafting shared values as a team. Values that cuts across all those aspects of diversity that we talked about. Because if there is no shared value, then that's the first step in terms of lack of acceptance and lack of inclusion, lack of love, lack of respect, lack of valuing people comes into that space, because then there is no shared value that as a team that you hold. The second one is actually the aspect of openness in your communication, openness in your feedback, openness in your discussions within the team and the organization. And this is what builds the aspect of acceptance and inclusion. And the last one, which is very critical, is valuing people. Because there's no diversity without valuing people. There's no diversity without people. And there's no diversity without valuing people. So I hope I've added value to you in this conversation of diversity. My name is Gilbert Angana, Coach Gilbert, as people call me. I'm the CEO of Ascent Leadership Group. And as Ascent Leadership Group, what we do is we're your thinking partner, we are your coaching partner, and we help you and your as leaders and the organization and your team in terms of building capacity through training and mastery. So engage us, and we'll be glad to partner with you to help you on your journey to build highly productive teams. Thank you very much, and watch out for the next one.